Tabby and Frenchie decided to celebrate the New Year holiday at the beach. They imagined soft sand, salty wind, and a perfect sunset to welcome a brand new beginning. But their journey didn't go as smoothly as they hoped. At the bus stop, they rushed onto a bus that looked right, only to realize too late that it was heading to the mountains instead. The bus was packed with excited tourists, both animals and humans, all chatting loudly and carrying big backpacks. Tabby and Frenchie were squeezed in the middle, barely able to move. Tabby's whiskers were pressed against someone's winter jacket, and Frenchie was stuck between two suitcases, trying not to lose his balance every time the bus turned. "This is not beach energy," Tabby muttered, feeling more and more annoyed. After what felt like forever, they finally managed to push their way out at the next stop. They stepped off the bus, took a deep breath of fresh air, and looked at each other in silence, tired, dusty, and a little embarrassed. They didn't give up. Not long after, they found the correct bus at last. This one smelled like sunscreen and snacks, and the passengers were holding beach bags instead of hiking poles. Tabby and Frenchie sat down properly, relieved, and watched the scenery change until the ocean finally appeared in the distance. By the time they arrived, the sun was already low in the sky. Even so, Tabby and Frenchie ran straight onto the sand like they had been waiting for this moment all day. They dug their paws into the warm ground, kicked up soft sand, and chased each other near the shoreline. They laughed, built messy little sand hills, and watched the waves sparkle under the orange sky. Then the sunset came, slow, golden, and beautiful. They sat side by side, their faces glowing in the last light of the day, feeling like everything had turned out just right after all. But they played for so long that they forgot the time. Before they noticed, the sky became dark. The wind grew cold, and rain began to fall. At first it was only a few drops, then suddenly it turned into a heavy shower. Tabby and Frenchie ran across the beach, searching for shelter, until they found an old umbrella left behind by a coconut seller. They squeezed under it together, shivering but safe. Frenchie wrapped his arms around himself and tried to smile. "After darkness comes light," he said softly. Tabby sniffed, pretending not to be moved. "Then I hope the light comes with hot food," he replied. Minutes passed, their stomachs rumbled. Their fur felt cold and damp. The rain seemed endless, and then it stopped. The clouds slowly opened, and above the dark ocean, a bright and dazzling glow suddenly burst across the sky. Tabby's eyes widened. "Fireworks!" he shouted. "New Year has arrived!" Frenchie's face lit up with joy as colorful sparks bloomed and danced in the air. Together they followed the sound and the light, climbing over a rocky hill near the beach. On the other side, they discovered a small house tucked behind the cliffs, glowing warmly like a secret lantern in the night. In front of the house, children were laughing and playing with fireworks, their faces shining with happiness. When they noticed Tabby and Frenchie, they waved excitedly and invited them over, without hesitation. "Come inside," they said kindly. "Come celebrate with us." Inside the house, the air was warm. The lights were soft. The smell of dinner filled the room. Tabby and Frenchie were given food, dry towels, and a cozy place to sit. Their tiredness melted away, replaced by comfort and gratitude. Tabby looked at Frenchie and smiled for real this time. They had started the day with a mistake, a crowded bus, and a rainy night. But they ended the year in a home full of kindness. Tabby and Frenchie felt their hearts grow calm and happy as the fireworks continued outside. Because somehow, New Year always brings a little good luck, especially when you need it most.